Welcome, Joe. How are you?
I am doing very well. Very grateful, very busy, helping families. I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much. You know,
Good.
trying as best we can to keep these kids busy because they're young, and as you know, they don't
Yeah.
really entertain themselves when they're so small, so it's challenging. My daughters
Yeah.
wrote me into a lot of those little TikTok videos, which we were talking about earlier. So I let her
Cute.
choreograph, and then we're good.
But it's so cute though. And do you know what? I have to say I'm loving it because like the kids are moving, they're having fun, you know, you're joining in with them. Like, it's great. I'm loving watching them, Marion. You have to keep up with it now.
Okay, thank you.
Also, Mario, did you see Joe? She's got a hidden talent you might need her help on. How about the haircut with your husband? Where did these skills come from?
Okay, full service.
Yeah, I have to admit, he was like, hey, Joe, I'm needing a fade. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
You lined them up, huh? All right.
Yeah, I was like, how am I going to do a fade? You know, and I'm like, okay, but you're going to have to give me instructions. So it was like, it reversed. My husband was like the nanny, then giving me these verbal instructions of how I was going to fade his hair. And I was like, say if I screw this up. He's like, no, just shave it all off. I was like, oh, okay. So I was very meticulous about getting that line straight, you know, and then fading him through. I'm not giving up my day job, that's for sure. But yeah, I can fade now.
You're good.
Joe, you're helping so many people, especially in quarantine now. What's the best advice for homeschooling? I know summer's approaching, but for those still in it.
Yeah, and I hope that some of those families will not completely let their foot off the pedal come the summertime, and that they will still keep their kids up. But look, here's the biggest thing. I want parents to cut themselves some slack. Those who are teachers, those who homeschool, they get it. They understand the hours required and the curriculum. But the reality is that we're not homeschooling. We're in a crisis, in a pandemic, trying to homeschool. So, you know, according to age, you'll do anything from a couple of hours to maybe 3.5, 4 hours. Older kids will be set up with what they need to do. But you have to pace yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Be realistic with what you can do and let go of the rest. Otherwise, you drive yourself mad. And this is about sustainability. You know, it's not a sprint. We know it's a marathon. We know it's not going away tomorrow. And it's about how you keep your sanity as well as being the best role model you can, helping your kids through that. And if you don't know some of those answers, and if you are stuck, reach out to a teacher, reach out to another parent to be able to, you know, help you where you get stuck. You know, you've got to let go of that. Otherwise, you will drive yourself mad. So I hope, you know, families get that now. We're in, you know, month 2.
Exactly. You know, I've got little ones, and what would you say is the best way to convey this whole pandemic that we're in, to sort of ease their fear or concern, anxiety?
I think it's important to keep it age appropriate and to myth bust what they have heard. So ask them first. You know, I'm looking after my grandson at the moment, homeschooling, you know, and doing the whole shebang, you know, at home with him. And it was important for me to ask him first and foremost, what have you heard? You know, and then to be able to set the record straight with what I did know for now. And, you know, for some parents, you're going to get asked questions that you don't know, because we don't know. You know, we are living in a space where we have to become more confident with the uncertainty of what we don't know until we do know. And, you know, I think that's incredibly important. But if you do go on to my Twitter, you will see a whole lowdown of how to talk to kids and how to be able to have an ongoing dialogue. And I think that's what's important, that it is an ongoing dialogue. It's not one conversation and door shut. As you know, right now we are finding out more information. We're panning into what other countries are doing as well as just America, you know?
Joe, I'm asking for a friend. How much screen time and video games is too much?
Well, right now, there's a little bit more than what there was. But does that mean, again, as parents, that we can just not be mindful? No. So we're using the tablets for education, entertainment, socialization, and to be able to connect, you know, with our kids and maybe looking at something or doing something that's fun, like we see Mario doing. But at the same time, we want to recognize that in a daily routine, let's do other things. Let's get out, get some fresh air. Let's do some arts and crafts. Let's maybe focus in on a hobby. Let's let the kids maybe direct something that they want to do, which fits in with us recognizing how we tag team with perhaps work and managing those kids in the age that they are. So I think it's important. There's not a guideline on what the hours are, but I definitely know that we have to be mindful of saying, look, if they've had, 30 minutes of playing here, and if we've done TikTok and had fun there, and if, they've watched a movie later on that evening, then that's we don't need any more. Let's do other things as well, so that it doesn't become all just about, playing video games.
Right. It's all about the balance, of course. So I'm dealing with this right now. I'm struggling getting the kids to bed at a decent hour. It's like they take shots of espresso at night and just get a whole new bolt of energy. And it affects the time that I get to have alone with my wife, and, then the baby wakes up. So we can't have any like TV time together. What do you suggest? Because I don't want to keep giving them melatonin. What do you suggest? That can't be good. What do you suggest to get the kids to bed a little earlier? Or, you know what I mean? The routine.
Yeah, because there's been less of outside door activity and maybe more inside, and they've been inside. What you would do is just have in your routine things start earlier. So where you need more time to slumber. So start it earlier, because it is about time management, and it's no different to what parents would do in a pandemic or not in a pandemic. So because we are in one, and the kids have spent a lot of time indoors or out in the garden, you still have to push that slightly earlier to get the kids into the routine and ritual of bedtime, so that by the time they're in bed and they've read stories, that they're ready to slumber. So start it slightly earlier, by about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
A little process. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay.
Well, Joe, thanks so much for helping everybody out there. We love seeing what you got going on with your grandson, and the best advice. We need you now more than ever. So stay safe and keep in touch.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too. Thanks, guys.
We'll catch the Supernanny on the Lifetime app, and they're going to have new episodes coming up this summer.